Penn Station in New York. We as a people travel miles to take our own photographs of these wonders. But the photographers of the 19th century gift us with something they would never have expected to give a future generation. Perspective. We see a primitive people against a backdrop of clearly advanced architectural infrastructure. The official historians of the world tell us tales of Darwinian evolution and progression between time periods. The people that came after were always more advanced in their ways, refining and redefining the methods of the generation that came before. If the height of innovation and industry during the 19th century was still the horse and car as a means of travel, then, as these photographs tell us, this style of architecture was just as impossible for those living in the centuries before it.
This is going to blow your mind, literally. When you're listening to music that is tuned to A4 equals 440 Hertz, which is the standard pitch of our music and has been since 1939, the only solfeggio frequency that hits on the scale is 741 Hertz at F sharp number 5. 741 is the frequency of our third eye. It does not hit 528 Hertz, which is the frequency of our heart chakra. Ironically, the relationship between 528 and 741 is that of the devil's interval. And this is how they have been able to tune us out of our heart, using the devil's interval in dissonance with our heart and our mind, literally pushing us out of our heart and tuning us into our mind for mind control. And this is how they have been able to orchestrate the mind control, because the music that we've been listening to is extremely dissonant and displeasing to our heart. This is why I've been preaching we need to tune to 444, because that equals 528 at C5. I love you all so much. Peace.
So I recently found these things called ear seeds, and I wanted to tell you about them. This is how they arrive, and there's various styles. You simply remove the ear seed with a tweezer and apply it to your ear. But what do they do? A lot. That's the one I chose. So you follow these guides that are given to you based on which ailment you want to address, and you stick them in. I may have gotten anxiety applying them because I didn't want to do it wrong. And they stayed on for about 4 days. They last for 3 to 5. And I'm not gonna lie, I had a pretty chill 4 days while they were on. But I will be trying them again because that could have just been like a really good 4 days. But they looked really cute in the meantime.
Did you know back in 2002 the United Nations held an assembly to decide if everyone had a right to food? The good news is over 176 countries voted yes. Only one voted no. And the amazing country to deny the right to food would be the United States. Where's that at? There it is. And that would not be the last time America would take a stand against tyranny. When it was time in 2020 to combat the glorification of Yahtzeeism and neo-Yahtzeeism and other practices fueling racism, xenophobia, and relatable intolerances, America took a stand. Again in 2020, the United States stood against tyranny and said we will allow there to be Yahtzees and neo-Yahtzees because we need our racism. God bless America.
Let's talk about controversial colors. Baker Miller pink or drunk tank pink is really weird. The military ran tests on this in the 70s, and apparently when the walls are painted this color pink, people lose 30% of their strength. So towns started painting their drunk tanks this color, and fights went way down for drunken disorderlies. Then football teams started painting the away team's locker room this color, and they actually had to make a rule to ban it. The crazy part is, we still don't know why this weird shade of pink has this bizarro effect on us.
Men have sex to connect. Women need emotional connection before sex. So how do we come together with this divide? Seems like a double-edged sword. When in conflict, we need to come to a place where we can understand each other. It takes work, it takes effort, But if you want a healthy sexual relationship, it's essential. We need to feel heard and seen by our partners.